Hello, wonderful women. Hello, and welcome to the Awakened and Abundant Masterclass. This is for the women who are ready to escape the system and create wealth from their own home, whilst raising their babies and creating real impact on the earth. I truly believe that there is no coincidence that you have landed in this space at this time for this transmission that has been something that I have been wanting to do for a while, and there have been so many blocks in the way. My internet has gone down. My mum's arrived from the UK, so I've had lots of things going on. I turned 42. My husband and kids are off on school holidays for the Easter, and there's been so many reasons why I couldn't get to refilming this masterclass. There were lots and lots of hiccups along the way, but I have felt so strongly that this has to be shared and that the people that have landed in this space are here for this particular reason. So, welcome. I am so glad that you're here. I'm so excited to be able to share this with you, especially because I know the women in this space will resonate with the fact that things in the world have changed rapidly. We may have felt this for a long time, but now people are starting to wake up, and it really is a time of massive change. It is a time to choose how we live. Do we continue in these systems that are so broken and are not there to help us thrive? Or do we break free? Do we create something meaningful, impactful, something that really can sustain us for the rest of our lives and also for the next generation? So today you get the choice, and I am so excited to share this option with you. So imagine a business where 21 soul aligned women in your space reward you with over $100,000. 100K. This blew my mind, and this just felt to me, this isn't possible. But trust me when I say 21 soul aligned women in your organization, in your business, will reward you with 100K. Now, this isn't hundreds and thousands of sales like it is in a lot of these online low ticket models. This is 21 people that have really been drawn to you because of your unique message. So they're so soul aligned. They are attracted to you, your message, your values, and your purpose here on this earth. And that rewards you with 100K. I'm excited to show you how. Okay, so why you are here. So you are here because you feel the chaos. You feel the shift in the systems in the world right now. And you know that you're here to respond consciously and not react in fear, which a lot of people are right now. You care so deeply about the future that you're creating, not just for yourselves, but for the next generation, for your children, for the people that you will be able to impact. You desire to raise your babies from home. You refuse to hand them over to strangers for the government and for screens to raise them. Your intuition and your values are more important than a broken system. You feel called to step out of old structures and step into sovereignty over your time, your energy, your health, and your income. That is where you take back your power. You know that your work is meant to be purposeful and abundant because that is our birthright. We have been taught that we cannot be abundant and happy and successful and present and all the things, but actually, in truth, we can. You feel the pull to share your message, your truth. You want to be your unique self. And that is the way your soul tribe are going to find you. And when we don't speak for what we truly believe, our people really can't find us. You want to slow down. You want to show your children what is possible when a woman follows her truth, creates consciously, and leads with integrity. Because I know that when I was growing up, I was watching hustle and burnout be a badge of honor. And so that was what I thought I had to do to be successful. But actually, imagine showing your children that success can happen from slowing down, honoring your intuition, honoring your cycle, honoring where you are at in that particular day. That is such an amazing gift for the next generation. You want to create an income that supports your nervous system, your freedom, and the life that you actually want to live. I have been burnt out so many times, and to actually earn in this way, where I can honor exactly where my nervous system is at, is like a breath of fresh air. I have done so much healing in this space. This space is for women who feel the call to create differently and are brave enough to answer that call. It takes a lot of strength to stand up for, against everyone, that all the programming and conditioning that the systems have very strategically done. And to be brave enough to say, I say no, I unsubscribe. That is the women that this is for. So, what we're going to cover today: why the old system doesn't work for women like us, how I build an online income without burning out, how leveraged systems actually work and what it means, how I built consistent 5 to 20K months from home while raising my kids, how we can use tools like automation, AI to grow and scale without selling out and without being online 24/7. And a path to true freedom and sovereignty of what you want to create in your life. Okay, so a little bit about me. Everything changed for me when I started to tune into the two questions. Am I working and am I living in alignment with my values? And am I showing up authentically in my life and in my work? So I'm going to give you a little backstory. So I am originally from the UK, and we relocated to Australia to have our children. And I was living in Sydney during COVID times, and I was very isolated in my motherhood journey. I had no like-minded friends or, around me. I had no family, no support. I had a toddler and a newborn, and I was feeling a very certain way about how I wanted to live my life. And it was just something deep inside of me that was telling me I could not go along with the narrative at that point. I had gone along with the narrative my whole life. I'd always people pleased, but something in my soul told me I could not and would not get that vaccination. And no judgment for whether you did or you didn't, but that was my intuition at that time. And I had to face a lot of backlash from my friends, from my family, from my partner, even at that time. And I was so alone. Me and my kids were having serious health conditions and health, chronic health things. And I was really trying to get to the bottom of it. And I knew that that would not help us. And I got to the point where I was so burnt out, so alone, and so depleted, trying to heal in a system, in a friendship group, in a place which felt like it was against me. And so I had to make some really hard choices, and I made a decision that I had to leave. I had to leave the environment I was in because I was not thriving. My husband wasn't in support of this. No one was in support of this, but I said, if to my husband, if you can't support me right now, I am going to have to do this alone because I cannot thrive here. And, I'm getting sick. My body is speaking loud and clear. I'm getting sick. And we made a decision. And 6 weeks later, we'd relocated to the Northern Rivers in search for a like-minded community. And very quickly, when I got here, I had this deep faith and trust that that was going to be the life-changing solution. I just knew it was. And because I knew it, that's what happened. I made that decision and I knew it was going to change my life, and it did. And very quickly, I came across this business model, and it's changed everything for me. My whole friendship group now is the most conscious, like-minded people. I am able to earn in a way that honors my family, and I never have to hustle. Like this masterclass has taken 6 days to get to you guys. I did try, and I prioritize my family's needs before anything. And I knew that I needed to do this transmission, but in this business, you can prioritize what really truly matters to you, because that is why we're doing it. That's why we're here. And now I live in my dream home, my absolute dream home, with my dream community. I'm earning incredible money, more in one sale than I did in a whole month of working in recruitment, full-time hours before kids. And that blows my mind. And that is, from people that are super soul aligned. So I really wanted to share that with you, because it really all is about making a decision, and action in that decision, trusting your gut, your gut feeling. So, why the old way of earning is outdated? So, for most women, earning has meant trading your time and your energy for money, being paid only when you're working. And when you stop working, the money stops. Your income is capped by your availability. So, it means, you know, one-to-ones or having to be present to earn that money. You have to actively be working, and it is capped by the amount of hours you can work. Less rest, less presence, less regulation, pulling us away from our homes and our children, coming home absolutely knackered at the end of the day, handing our kids over to strangers, to the system, to the government, to screens. This model was built for a different era. The old model doesn't honor sensitive nervous systems, doesn't honor motherhood, doesn't honor our cycle, doesn't uh, does not honor conscious present living, and it doesn't honor women who want to create impact, not just survive. So the reality of a current system is most systems are built like this. You want to earn more, you have to work more. You stop working, your income stops. Burnout is normalized and even given a badge of honor. Raising children comes at a financial cost. Rest, presence, and sovereignty are treated as luxuries. This isn't accidental. This is a very well thought out grand design that has been executed over years to keep us stuck, broke, disconnected, to keep our kids being raised by the government. And it really works best when people are too busy to question it, too tired to change it, and too dependent to leave it. You do not need to work harder inside of it. You need a different way of earning, one that honors family and presence, nervous system health, personal sovereignty, and a meaningful impact. So this is for you if you can feel that the current system is not designed for the conscious present living. If you want to create wealth in a way that supports your life, not controls you and controls your life. You desire the freedom to raise and guide your own children, not outsource them to the system and to the government. You're ready to step out of the trading your time for money structures and earn differently. You want your work to create impact, not just income. And you value sovereignty, responsibility, and conscious community. This is not for you, and you may as well switch off if this is this is what you are right now. If you're comfortable, stay inside a system that you already know is not working. You believe exhaustion and separation are just a part of life. You are not open to questioning how income, time, and family are currently structured. You want freedom, but you do not want to take responsibility for your choices, and you're not ready to be intentional about how you live, earn, and raise the next generation. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about the two different models a little bit more. Trading time for money versus building a leveraged business. So trading time for money, this is the system we've all been brought up with. This is the system we've seen our parents work through. Most of us have been in. This is the system that you go to school, you work hard, you get good grades, you then you get a job, you work really hard, you save, you then buy a house, buy a car, invest all your money into that. And then you climb the corporate ladder, and get burnt out. And then have kids and then send them straight back to daycare within the first year of their life and outsource them to other people. So trade-in time for money, this model, which is what we were taught, only pays when you're actively working. It stops when the income stops. Your energy is the product. There's little room for rest, presence, and family time. And this model keeps people busy, tired, and dependent on the system. A leveraged model is earning outside of the system. So the impact is not tied to your hours. It's a one-to-many impact through your voice and your message rather than a one-to-one. You can reach many in one go. Systems work when you're offline, which is the automation, which I absolutely love about this business so much. More time to raise your children and live consciously, live the life that you really were put on this earth to live. And leverage means that your time, your energy, and the impact compounds over time. Okay, so the biggest problems right now in the world, like health and fitness, weight loss, longevity, preventative medicine, preventative disease, environmental impacts, single-use plastics, chemical toxins in our home, income, like the cost of income. These are the big problems. And the bigger the problem that you solve, the more money you can make. Now, two of the top Google searches are how can I earn more money from home? How can I create my own wealth? And how can I get healthier? How can I be healthier? And we solve both of those problems in one package here, which is why the income is really incredible. So the offer that we choose to stand behind has incredible products, which is an entire health system with 4 key products that enhance your health, unlock your wealth, and protect the environment. You know, if we look after the earth will look after us. Plus, it creates generational wealth, a highly profitable, fair commission structure that offers generational wealth opportunities for you and your family. Generational means that you can pass this to your children. Okay, so before we go into the solution, I'm going to talk a little bit into the problem. You know, I said people are Googling how to get healthier. Now, the reason people are wanting to get healthier is because we are overloaded with toxins in our environment. Now, contaminants in our water is absolutely crazy. We have neurotoxins, carcinogens, endocrine disruptors, we have pharmaceutical waste, we have just so many chemicals in our water. 325 average number of plastic particles in every litre of our water sold today. If you drink out of plastic bottles, you will be consuming a credit card worth of plastic a week. Imagine that in your children's bodies, a whole credit card worth of plastic per week in their bodies, trying to get rid of that. Sorry, just to go back, and not to mention the forever chemicals. Recently, they did a study on Sydney's water, and it came back that there was forever chemicals that our bodies cannot detox and will stay in our bodies forever in our tap water. Now, look at what is in our homes every day. So these are the pipes that your water, tap water, comes through. It's got chemicals, drugs, odors, sediment, fluoride being one of them, which calcifies your pineal gland. And if you know what that is, you know what that does. It blocks your intuition. And pharmaceuticals, lead, hundreds of things that can lead to cancers. Now, this is in our bath and our shower, while we wash our hands, when we do our laundry, rinsing our food, watering our plants, giving it to our pets, brushing our teeth, household cleaning, and obviously the water you drink every day. And I just want to mention as well, with bottled water, often that is tap water sold at a massive markup. And so our flagship product here is our active hydrogen. It is H2. It is molecular hydrogen. It is electrolyzed reduced water. There are so many ways that this can be talked about. It's got a therapeutic potential to cure over 170 chronic diseases such as Parkinson's, cancers, Alzheimer's, and Crohn's disease. And the reason this isn't being broadcast on the media is because of its healing potentials, which will then, of course, affect big pharma and the system. The system profits off us being sick. So these kind of methods, which actually have, if you have a little look on PubMed or Google Scholar, you can find thousands of studies to show how molecular hydrogen helps these conditions. It's an antioxidant, it's an anti-inflammatory, and it's anti-aging. It's anti-diabetic and anti-tumor. It is the most incredible water that you can experience on this earth. It is like drinking from a fresh spring. It has negative ions and helps to reduce oxidative stress in the body, get rid of the free radicals, and really does heal at a cellular level. It is the highest antioxidant content compared to any other liquid on the planet. It even has more antioxidants in than 10 fruits and veggies put together. And you can check, like I said, PubMed, Google Scholar, have a little look through at how molecular hydrogen helps to heal these issues, these chronic diseases that have really been caused by the system. And unfortunately, when they're doing scientific studies, they aren't allowed to mention the brand. So you won't be able to find Kangen on there, but you will be able to find the type of water, which is electrolyzed reduced water or molecular hydrogen. And our machine is the only medical grade water ionizer in the whole world. It took 12 years in Japan to get this medical grade certification. So it really is the best in the world. Now, this machine replaces $3,000 per year. It replaces your bottled water, your cleaner in your house, your bleach, your laundry detergent, your fruit and veggie wash, makeup remover, deodorant, conditioner, disinfectant, mouthwash, hand sanitizer. There are 68 uses to these machines, and it will save you so much money in the long run. Now, here are the other products that are a part of our business. So we've got the K8 water machine, which we've just described, and that goes from 2.5 acidic water all the way up to 11.5 alkalized water. And you've got a sliding scale there, which you can then use for lots of different purposes. Then we have the Anespa. And this is our bath and shower filter of ionized water. It is literally like water, washing yourself in a spa. I used to wash my kids they'd put them in the bath, and the bath would be a luminous blue from chemicals. Sometimes it would even look brown, and I could see that they were sometimes putting these blue chemicals in to get rid of the color of the water because it was so disgusting, and I refused to wash them in that. And so having this in my household has literally made me feel so much safer about what my kids are bathing in. The skin is the largest organ on the body. Now, my son had chronic eczema from vaccination damage, unfortunately, from the age of 6 weeks old. And I did everything to try and get rid of it. And at the age of 4, we invested in these 2 products, and his eczema healed within 4 weeks. I can't promise that will be the same, but 4 weeks, his eczema was chronic eczema had healed, and it has never returned. Then we've got our M-Guard. This is our EMF blocking device. This works for a 4-meter radius and will harmonize your home from those invisible rays that are so damaging to our health. If you look into what fluoride, 5G, glyphosate, what that mixture of those things do to our bodies, it is literally, it is a killer, and they are doing this to keep us stuck and disconnected. And so these products really are the most incredible investment into your health and your future. And then we've got the Ukon, which is our wild turmeric grown in the blue zones in Japan, Okinawa, where people live to over 100 years old. And this is where all of this has been, this is where it all comes from. And this is watered in our Kangen water. So it is the most incredible turmeric that you will get worldwide. Okay, the reason I love partnering with Enagic is over 52 years old, and it has a 500-year-old vision. The Japanese businesses really do look long-term for their business, and they really look after businesses as if they are family. They are pioneers in the health and wellness space. The electrolyzed reduced water literally restores people's bodies to its optimal state. They will last for 20 to 40 years if looked after properly. Award-winning Japanese technology and also medical grade technology. Now, the ionization, water ionizers, the growth is looking to expand by 9% over the next few years. And that is a massive, massive rise in ionizers. So this is the best time to be getting into the market. And with people knowing about how bottled water and tap water is so bad for them, this really does solve people's problems. So be part of the movement. Women are waking up. And this is a collective shift. People are questioning what's in their water, their homes, what systems they're unknowingly funding, who is raising their kids. More families are choosing prevention over reaction, sovereignty over dependency, health, truth, and impact over convenience. We do not want to live just for convenience anymore. We want to get back to homeostasis. Clean water is no longer optional. It's foundational. We're 70% water. And babies, when they're born, 90% water that body is. And as toxins rise, plastic waste explodes, and trust in the system falls away. People are actively seeking solutions they can trust for their bodies, their homes, and their kids. And this is why this space is growing so fast, because people want to take control of their health and their money. And we've partnered with the world's leading company in this space. Proven, established, medical grade, and here for the long run, because this is about being early to the movement that restores health, reduces harm to the planet, allows families to opt out of the system that no longer serves them. Okay, so this is the exciting part. Unlocking true wealth. Okay, so when you purchase these 4 products, it will activate your business. 1 or more of the products activate your business. So when you come in with a quad package, you will immediately earn 656 Aussie dollars back to yourself, which can then be used to pay off your repayments for these products. When you sell five package products to someone else for these four products, you will earn over $15,000 and you will be back in profit into your business, and you would have got your return on investment back. Then the next six quads, this is 11 in total, you would have earned nearly 50K in commissions. Another 10, and you've earned 100K in commission. This company pays out 57% in commissions to its distributors instead of paying large CEOs and organizations to advertise and do their marketing. They want the normal people like us from home to do their advertising and marketing for us. They'll pay us over half of the profit that comes in from every single sale so that normal people can create incredible wealth at home. Okay, so I just want to show you how this works. I'm a visual learner, and if you're anything like me, so you can create money in this business from direct sales and indirect sales. So have a look here. So you sell a machine to Shelley and Kate, and you earn $400 per machine here. Now, once you've filled your 1A lanes, you move up a rank to your 2A lane, which means you earn 2 points of commission. So now you earn $800 for your third sale, which is Jess. So you've made 2,800. Oh, sorry. And then your fourth sale is Bob, and you've earned 1,200 from Bob's sale. So you've earned 2,800 from your four direct sales, selling them just a machine, not even a package of four products, just one machine each. Now, Jess goes out and makes 7 sales, and she sells 7 machines. She's loving it. It's cured her eczema. She's feeling incredible. She sells 7. You earn 5,600 for those 7 machines, and you have not even you've not even left your home. That's someone else making those sales. So in those 11 sales, you've made 8,400, and you only made 4 of those sales. 7 of those were made by someone else. Now, that is the power of leverage here. Now, the numbers are very exciting. They also seem like it's unbelievable and not true. This is what my first reaction was when I saw it. But trust me, this is real. Have a look at the quad package, because that's 75% of people will come into this business and buy a quad package. Now, this is how much you will earn depending on where you are in the ranking system. Now, if you buy a quad package, you will start on 3 points of commission. So you will start at 3A. So just having a look in the middle, you will earn $2,352 per quad package. You're earning nearly $2,500 for one sale. Now, when you get to 6A, okay, you're earning 4,700 per quad sale. However, there is 8 points to the pie that you can earn. So actually, what you'll be doing is earning 6A plus 2A. So that's just over $4,500 plus 1.5, which is $6,000 for a quad sale, because you can earn 8 points of the pie. Now there's a stacking effect, which I will talk about. For those that are super interested in the business, I can explain how that works for you later. You don't need to know it now, but all you need to know is you can get 8 points of a pie and earn $6,000 per quad sale. Okay, now this is where people really start to think, how is this possible? I'm going to go through this quickly. You don't need to know how or why. You just need to know that it works. To earn 100K per year, you just need to make 15 sales to earn 100K per year. To make 250K per year, which is $250,000, you need to make 37 quad sales, just 37. And that is indirect or direct. To earn $500,000 a year, 75 sales, direct or indirect. To earn $1 million per year, you need to make just under 150 sales, which is indirect or direct sales in your business to make $1 million. Let that land. Another part that blows people's minds, but I'm going to just go through it with you. This is the generational wealth pathway. So having a little look on the left-hand side, 6A is where we just talked about. When you hit 6A, you get $3,000 bonus. Then the next rank is 6A2. You will then earn $6,000 bonus. And to get 6A2, you need to have 2 6As in your business. To get to 6A2-2, which is 2 6A2s, bear with me, you get $12,000 bonus on top of all your other commissions. Now, the next big rank is 6A2-3. Essentially is 8 6As in your business or 2 6A2-2s. Now, at this point, you're earning all the commissions from your sales, all the commissions from everyone else's sales. You get a 25K bonus just for hitting that rank. And then you get 5,000 USD monthly per life, which is willable to your children. That's 7,500 AUD per month for life. And it just keeps going. My upline has been in business for 9 years and she has 5 legacy positions, or at multiple places. She gets 100K commission per month passively for doing nothing. Everything else is just a bonus on top of that. That is what can be created here when you see the long-term vision. Okay, so how does it work? It works by owning the products yourself. Activates your distributor ID. You can begin with finance options for, $0 down for as little as $30 a week, 70 if you buy a package, same price as your morning coffee. From there, we help you build a personal brand which feels authentic to you, and you show up online in a way that attracts people with no cold selling. We use content and automated ads so your ideal audience come to you. There's no tracing, there's no convincing, there is no hustle. It is definitely not a broken system. People watch a short masterclass like this, they book in a call, and then you and our team help to train them. And we have our online training platform, which allows them to go through step by step at their own pace, learning how to implement things in this business. You earn commissions on both your sales and your team sales, and you're fully supported along the whole way. You'll have mentorships, systems, automation, sisterhood, guidance, and you're not figuring it out alone. This is the modern way to build income, one that works around real life, motherhood, and energy, one that builds from impact, authenticity, and your uniqueness, not the old system for trading time for money, hustling, and competition. Okay, so personal branding is what I absolutely love to do. So here's a few of our personal brands. And we basically show up as ourselves, show up about, showing what we're passionate about on our profiles, and we'll have a social media ad in the background, which are reaching people that are already looking for ways to earn online. So they see your ad, you resonate with them with your own unique way of selling the business. They are looking for a way to earn online. They click on your ad and they come to your page and then they resonate with your message. And that is how you find the most soul-aligned people, because they only stay on your profile if they resonate with your story and your message. And those are the ones that are then going to be interested in the business. They've been looking online for a business opportunity. They resonate with your message. They want to get in touch. So meet the community. We have Kat Louise. She had 3 jobs and wanted a freedom life. She's almost at 6A2 now. She's quit all 3 of her jobs. She runs a farm with her family and she started a freedom farm school to homeschool local kids on her farm. We have Jessica Zalums. She is a present mama of 3. She's built this business with her babies on her boobs. She outsources and uses automation. She just reached legacy income, took 2 months offline and had her biggest month, 100K month, while she was offline. Then we've got Mel. She's a mama of 2. She climbed the corporate ladder for several years, hit full burnout, wanted to be home with her kids, quit completely, left her secure job, came here, and now she's living a fully present life with her kids, building an income from home. So what this partnership looks like: mentorship that honors your intuition, your nervous system, leverage systems so you're not building from scratch, a business model that works with your voice, your message, and your values, guidance to build income without sacrificing your health or your presence, deeply connected women, circle of women choosing sovereignty over hustle. This is not about doing it alone. This is about being supported while you build something that actually fits with your life. The extra layer. So for the first 12 women who feel called to walk this path, I am gifting an all expenses paid retreat in Byron Bay hinterland this year. Now, the retreats have sold out within months in the past, and I have ran 2 per year, but this year I'm only running 1. So this is, think sisterhood, embodiment, integration, strategy, inner work, nourishment, time away from the noise to anchor in the woman that you are becoming. And this is an initiation into a new way of leading, earning, and living. You will not leave the same woman. You will be completely different and you will be able to pass that on to your children. This is about unlearning everything we've learned before and stepping into a new way of being, stepping into the new earth. So, like I told you my story from before, everything changes in one decision. You are one decision away from a completely different life. So, ladies, let's create some magic together. I am so, so blessed and honored that you joined me today. I cannot wait to hear your feedback. I cannot wait to be welcoming some of you ladies onto the retreat with us this year and into the most incredible business that you will ever find. Thank you so much.